So before we get started with all the content itself, I wanted to give you a quick review of how this course is going to work, how we are going to meet each other, and how everything is going to be, okay? So welcome to the Funnel Nomads Catapult Academy beta group. So how is it? Oh, this is not working. Okay, how is it going to work? So the first module, remember that when we talked last time, we talked about the first part of the course was funnel building and strategy. And I told you it was going to be 8 live lessons. Well, here are the lessons. So you can see exactly what they're going to be about and when they're going to be, okay? So the first module is going to be funnel building and strategy. And there's going to be 8 live lessons, just like this one. And on the month of October, we're in August and September, we're going to do it on Thursdays at 3 p.m., okay? So the first lesson, which is today, right now, is the who and the what, so, okay? And then lesson 2 is the value ladder, is going to be on the 30th of August. Then lesson 3 is the culture. I'll explain the culture, why it's separate. I'll explain it on lesson 3. And that's going to be September 6th. Then lesson 4 is going to be from a value ladder to a funnel. That's going to be September 20th. Then modeling success on September, the dates are wrong. Okay, so the lesson 4 is September 30th and lesson 5 is September 20th. Okay, I switched them. And there's a dog barking. Then lesson 6, which is going to be ClickFunnels, it's going to be on September 27th. And then lesson 7 is going to be kinds of funnels on October 3rd. Then the membership sites on October 10th. And then we're going to have a Q&A, just a session just for you to ask questions about the whole module, okay? Because I want you, if you have a business, I want you to start thinking about all these things for your business. And by the end of the 8 lessons, I want you to have all of these done, okay? Well, maybe the funnels are gonna take a bit longer, but at least the strategy, you have to have it done, okay? So after that, we are going to go through module 2, module 3, and module 4. So module 2, is going to be about traffic, and it's going to start on the 15th of November. But you might be asking, like, what are we gonna do from the 17th of October to the 15th of November? Okay, I know that's a really big gap, so I'm gonna leave you with videos, and I'll probably leave you with module 4 on how to become a full-time or a part-time nomad, because on October 18th, to November 11th, I'm going to be traveling, so cool, with my friends. We're going to Poland, Russia, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, some other place, okay? So that's why there's a big gap between the end of module 1 and the beginning of module 2. But don't worry, you're gonna have a lot of content to go through. It's going to have to be a month that you're going to be able to think about everything that we did before. And if you're building your funnels, you're gonna have the time to build the funnels and have them ready for when we come back on the 15th of November, and you can start driving traffic to it, okay? All right, so how is this going to work? I've had a lot of questions from you guys, like, how are we going to do this? What's the dynamic? So all the lessons are going to be online for module 1 and module 2, okay? And they're gonna be recorded, and they're gonna be uploaded on the Funnel Nomads members area. You still don't have access to the members area. That's coming soon. You'll probably get the access tomorrow or the latest on Monday. We're working on having that membership site like super amazing. And we're going to upload all the videos, all the content, all the resources on that members area. And we'll also put the videos, like this video is going to be on the Facebook group, okay? So you'll have a lot of places to watch it, but it's better if you see it on the members area, because in some cases, I'm going to give you resources like, for example, the contracts. I'm gonna give you the proposals. I'm gonna give you the questionnaires, a lot of things that like I'll put in the members area, okay? So if you have questions after each lesson, like after today, you have a question, make sure to post it on the Facebook group where I put this video. Just put the questions below, and then on the next session, we're going to answer those questions before we start with the content for the next week, okay? And this is super, super, super important, guys. As part of the beta group, you get to ask questions. So I have the chat here. You can't see it, but on the side of my screen, I have the chat and I see what you guys are asking. So if you have any questions, please ask, okay? Because when you ask me questions, I make sure that I complete the course with that information. I make it better. So it's better for you, it's better for me, it's better for everybody. So no question is too stupid. I'm the kind of person that I don't like to ask because I'm like, oh my God, I think that's a stupid question. No, I want you to be brave, okay? No question is too stupid, just ask. Because your question, everybody might have it, okay? So my objective for this course is that you will learn the best funnel strategies in the world. Guys, I have been studying funnels a lot, and I've been studying from the best of the best of the best. Last week, I was with Alex Sharfin. That guy is friends with like the director of Logitech. He's the friends with the top of Apple. He was friends with Steve Jobs, actually. This guy is like, he has taken companies from millions to billions. So I've taken training from the best of the best, like Russell Brunson, like Alex Sharfin, like James P. Frail, people that are not, they're not even famous, because they're not celebrities, like, oh my God, everybody knows them, but they have done so much money helping businesses and growing them and doing so many stuff. And I have the opportunity to see them one-on-one. And you have the opportunity to learn from them too, because I learn and I give you, okay? So we are going to go on a logical sequence, because I've seen a lot of courses that they just give you content and there's no logical sequence to it. So I said, what is the process that I go through when I get a client, right? I get a client, what questions do I ask them, all the way until the end when they are making money. So that's the logical sequence that we're gonna go through, okay? As if you had a new client, or if you have a business, how you should take your business and analyze it and create a strategy for it, okay? And by the end of this course, you will be able to build a funnel for yourself or for your client's business, okay? So let's get started. Let me drink some water. So this is module 1, funnel building and strategy. And today we're going to go through lesson 1. I love this lesson. We're going to talk about the who and the what. There's a lot of people that don't even talk about this, and you'll see why. So when you first approach a client or your business, you ask them like, tell me about your business. And they start telling you things like, for example, we have Robin here. Robin, she sells supplements for dogs. We have Juan, he sells healthy coffee. There's a lot of answers that you can get here, right? Like, oh yeah, I flip houses on you know, like a real estate. I sell shaving products for men. The other day I was talking with a girl that I hadn't seen in like 20 years, and she was like, oh my God, I'm a psychologist and I want to build an online business. I want to do courses and teach people how to, you know, like meditate and be happy and, you know, all that. So that's the kind of answers that you're gonna get. For example, Lorena, I don't know if she's here. Let me see. Yeah, Lorena is here, awesome. So Lorena, she wants to build a business to deliver a box to your house with ingredients that you need to cook a meal at home, okay? So that's the kind of answers that you're gonna get from the clients. Like when you ask them, tell me about your business, they're gonna tell you, I sell this, I do this, you know? But what do you actually sell? That's the question. What are you actually selling to, and what are you really selling? Okay, that's the question that we're gonna ask today and that we're gonna answer, because the more specific we are with these questions and with these answers, we're going to have a much better result when we go out there and show people our business. Okay, so why is it important to know the who and the what? When you have a clear idea of who you're selling to and what you're selling, you're going to be able to deliver the right message. Like, you know, when you do the ads, when you do the copy, when I say copy, I'm just gonna be clear because I don't know if everybody knows that the meaning. When I say copy is the copywriting, like when what you write on an email or what you write on a headline on a landing page, that's called the copywriting. Okay, so it's like the way you write that is compelling to others. Okay, so when you know the who and the what, you're going to be able to deliver the right message to your audience. You're going to be able to have the right targeting, which is super, super important when you're trying to sell something. And you will also have the right offer. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the term, the blue ocean strategy. This is a strategy that was published by W. Chan Kim and Renee Malbergen. I don't know how to say that. Okay, anyway, those two guys. So just think about this. There's just a boat, just one, and it's going on the ocean fishing, and there's a lot of fish, right? So what happens when there's more boats coming? They still can fish, but the fish start running out, okay? And then there's a lot of fish. There's a lot of boats, a lot of boats, a lot of boats. And the more they fish, the less fish there are on the water. So that's the idea of the blue ocean, red ocean strategy. So I'm gonna explain a little bit further. Let's think about McDonald's. I know I always put the example of McDonald's. So when McDonald's started, there were a lot of other burger places, but they were slow, right? You went to a burger place and you had to wait a long time. So McDonald's was the first one to create a chain, like a sequence inside their restaurant that would deliver a burger in like 3 minutes or less. Like, actually, I think they got like to 60 seconds, something ridiculous. If you see that movie about the origin of McDonald's, it's amazing. So McDonald's started this whole fast food thing, right? So when McDonald's started, everybody wanted to go to McDonald's because it was the new thing, right? It was like only McDonald's was able to deliver burgers so fast. Then what happened? Burger King came, then In-N-Out came, then Fat Rockers came, then Arby's came, Checkers came, Wendy's came, right? All these other people started coming with the same idea, you know, like copying that idea. And they just imagine, like going into the fast food industry right now, putting a burger place, like a fast burger place right now, is super hard. It was really easy for McDonald's when they started. Like, okay, they had the idea and they put it, and everybody was crazy about it. But now if you put a place that sells burgers that delivers in 1 minute, it's gonna be really hard for you to sell, right? So that's the whole idea the concept of the blue ocean. When you're in a blue ocean, you start yourself, right? And there's a lot of people that are saying like, oh my God, I love that thing. And they come to get it. But it happens on every industry for every product. When one makes it and is successful with that, then a lot of people start doing the same. So what happens when everybody starts doing the same, then we have the red ocean, because we have a lot of boats, right? The boats are the people selling. The boats are McDonald's, Burger King. And then the fish is us. The fish is the people around. And we see like, oh, we have McDonald's, we have Burger King. And what happens? Now we prefer other type of burgers, right? We prefer to go to a place that we know that the burger is high quality. So we have moved on. And that happens with every single industry, with every single product, okay? Let me keep going. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to carve out your spot or your client's spot in the ecosystem to find that blue ocean, okay? There are blue oceans everywhere, but we can only see the red ocean in front of us, okay? So there are 3 steps that we need to follow in order to find that blue ocean. And we need to find that blue ocean for our client or for your business, okay? So the first step is we need to ask ourselves, what are we actually selling? What is that thing that we're actually selling? What is the core reason why you're selling what you're selling, or you're doing what you're doing, okay? So when you think about any type of business, right? It always comes down to 3 markets: health, wealth, or relationships. Anything that you can think of, if you start asking, why do you do that? And why do you do that? You're gonna find that the answer is always health, wealth, or relationships, okay? So I have some examples to show you that that's true. So for example, Robin, she sells supplements for dogs. Why do you sell supplements for dogs? And Robin, if you can answer that question for me. Let me see, I have it here. If you can answer that question for me, why do you sell supplements for dogs? Why? Okay, raise your hand. Just answer in the chat. I don't know if I can, let me see. Attendees. Okay, I'm gonna open the mic for you to tell me. Oh no, I can't, sorry. Just answer in the chat. Oh, there you are. Robin, can you hear me? You're in mute. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good, good.
Awesome. So tell us, why do you sell supplements for dogs?
I sell supplements because I'm trying to teach pet owners how to have better health and how to correct a lot of health issues that have developed over the years for their pets. So we want to supply pet owners with the best possible supplements that actually have very medicinal benefits to them, so they can correct, you know, the disease or the problem that's happening in the animal. And of course, you know, make the animal healthier and make the owner much happier.
There you go. That's the question I was going to ask you. Why does an owner want their dog to be healthier?
Well, a lot less money spent, a lot less aggravation, and they don't want to see their pet suffering. And it's very hard for a pet owner to know how to treat an animal. Most pet owners are at a loss. But if we can provide a solution that's very simple and easy for pet owners, it makes them a lot happier because they don't have to deal with any of these issues.
Awesome. That's exactly the answer that I wanted to look for. So for the people that you sell the supplements, because you're not selling directly to the dog, right? You're actually selling to the owner. So it
Yeah.
comes down to a relationship between the owner and the dog. The happiness of that person of seeing their dog healthy, of having the dog for longer time, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So would you agree with me that it's a relationship that you're selling?
Yes.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, thank you, Robin.
You're welcome.
Bye. Okay. I don't know how to, okay. I still need to learn how to deal with this thing. All right, Alex was raising her hand. Let me see. Okay. Or record, remove. Okay, so we agree that selling supplement for dogs is actually a relationship thing, right? Because we want the owner to be happy with their dog and have a longer lasting relationship with their dog because they're healthier, so they live longer, right? So we agree that selling supplements for dogs comes down to that relationship market, okay? Now, flipping house or real estate. I don't know why it's so, okay. I would say that that's wealth, right? People that sell houses and buy houses and do all those things are because they want more money, right? Now, Juan, are you there? Let me see if Juan is over here. Juan, can you raise your hand so I can, okay, there you are. I think you're all, okay, on mute. Hola? Hello?
Hello.
Hola?
Hello, hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, do you hear me?
Awesome. So, you're selling healthy coffee, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So, why are you selling that type of coffee, specifically that type of coffee?
Because usually when we take some products, we don't know if they are good or bad for our health. And I had a chance to know about this amazing coffee. And it's something that it will be very beneficial for people because you don't have to change the normal habits that you have. You only just have to change the product. And it's a product that tastes as coffee. It's not like something else, something that you say that is coffee, but it doesn't taste like that. So for me, it's like to give the possibility to people to have a really nice of coffee, but with additional benefits for their health.
Okay, so awesome. We agree that you are selling coffee, but what you're really selling is health.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, cool. Now, selling shaving products. Let's think about Gillette, right? Gillette, the racing machines. So we see their commercials and we see this super handsome guy that he's shaving his face, and after he's shaved his face, a super cute lady comes on the back and starts caressing his face. So yeah, they're selling shaving machines, but what they're actually selling is the opportunity for men to look better for women, right? Because if there were no women, men wouldn't shave unless they're gay, but you get my point, right? Like Gillette, what is actually selling is a relationship that the men can build if they look better, if they're shaved. Do you agree with me? Let me know. Let me know in the chat while I drink a sip of water. When you raised your hand, totally, I can't see my mouse. This is really weird. Okay, cool. Okay, Rui says yes, totally. Let me see, Juan, I'm gonna unmute you. Hello?
Hello?
You raised your hand?
No, just to say
Oh,
that.
I was okay. Sorry. Okay, no hands raised. Okay, now let's think about Lorena's business. She wants to deliver a box, right, with the ingredients that people need to be able to cook at home. Okay, so let's think about that. What are we selling here? She's delivering a box with ingredients that people need to cook at home. I'm gonna let you talk. Oh, Lorena left. Okay, she's not here. So what her main point, the main thing that she wants with, the main thing that she wants with these boxes is that people have healthy food at their houses. You know, like we are in a rush all the time that we don't have time to go and cook and prepare meals that are good for our health. So what she wants is to deliver just the ingredients to people's houses so they can cook a meal in like 15 minutes and have a very nutritious and healthy meal. So again, we're selling health here, okay? Now, let's think about funnel nomads for a moment. What am I selling? I'm selling a marketing course, an online course. Yeah, they could say like funnels and strategy and traffic. That's all online marketing. But what am I really selling? Like the core thing that I'm telling you guys, when you go through this course, you're going to be able to do this and do that, right? You're going to have economic freedom. You're going to be able to have an income to do whatever you want in the world. So what am I actually selling? I'm selling you guys wealth, okay? So that's the first step. We already went through the first step. We still have 2 more steps to go to know exactly what we're selling, okay? Now, what is your supermarket? What is your red ocean? Where is everybody selling that you're going to say, okay, that is where I would belong if I don't do something different, okay? So from these 3 core markets, we're going to carve out a submarket, okay? Let me check. So what are we going to do here? The idea to why we should know what is our red market is because we need to know where the people that are interested on our product are, okay? So what's going to happen? You're going to be like the weird sheep on the boat, right? You're going to be the different one. And then you're going to get out of that red ocean. You're going to do something different. You're going to carve that blue ocean that nobody has thought of. I'm not telling you like invent the wheel, because I don't want you to think that carving a red ocean, a blue ocean is like inventing something completely new, because that's impossible. That's like Steve Jobs. He created the iPod, he created the iPhone, and that was completely new. No, I don't want that here. Don't get confused. I want you to carve out a blue ocean that is going to be modeling others, but making it a lot better and with a different touch, okay? So you're going to carve that blue ocean, and what's gonna happen is that the fish that are in the red ocean, the people that are in the red ocean trying to get solutions there, they're going to go to you. And what's gonna happen next? You're going to have all these full of fish for your blue ocean with no competition, okay? So let's go back to our examples. Robin, you're selling supplements for dogs, right? And we already agreed that your core market is relationships. Now, what is your sub-market? You're selling dog supplements. That's like the sub-market is like the most obvious thing. You're selling dog supplements. Then in flip houses, well, that's real estate. Then I sell healthy coffee. Well, you're in the coffee industry. Then I sell shaving products. Well, it's shaving products. Deliver food to the house. Well, you're in the food industry. Now, in the online marketing course, well, you're in the online business industry. So you see that if I just put it like this, like, oh, I just sell supplements for dogs, I might be competing with a lot of other people. There's a lot of supplements out there for dogs. There's a lot of coffee brands and stuff out there that competing against them. If I just say, oh, I just sell coffee, then you're in a very red ocean. Same thing with shaving products. If I just say like, oh, I have a razor and I'm gonna sell it to you, like, you're in a red ocean because you have a lot of competition. There's nothing until this point that will separate you from everybody else, okay? So you're just gonna be a boat more in that red ocean, okay? So now, this is where things get very interesting. We're gonna go through step 3, which is, what is your niche? What is that thing that will make you be completely different from the rest of the people, okay? So we already have the 3 markets, 3 big markets. If we know which of these 3 markets we're selling to, then we're gonna be able to tap into the core emotions of people, because we are all driven for health, wealth, or relationships. Like whatever we do, whatever reason, whatever anything, everything comes down to health, wealth, or relationships, okay? Then we're going to carve that blue ocean from our red ocean, from that soup market, which we already know which one it is. So how do you carve that blue ocean? How do you make yourself different from that red ocean, all those boats out there trying to sell? So you need to ask yourself or your client some questions. So first one, what makes you different from your competitors? Okay, so that's a very hard question for a lot of people to answer. Like, yeah, I sell online courses, but what makes my online course different from all the other million online courses that there are out there? There are millions and millions of courses on how to build funnels. Yeah, there are. But what does mine, why is mine different from the others? Okay, so ask yourself that. Robin, you wanna answer that question for us? Let me unmute you. Where are you? Robin, oh, I don't see you. Robin left. Okay, Juan, I'm gonna unmute you. I think you pretty much already told us what makes you different from your competitors, but what makes you like super different from your competitors? What makes you different from Juan Valdez or Oma or any other coffee maker?
Because the coffee that they offer is just coffee. They don't, so the coffee that they offer, they don't offer anything better for your health. So I think that they are not competitors to me in terms of the product. In terms of the brand, yes, because they are very well established here. But when you show the properties of the coffee, you have a very, very good opportunity to win in those customers.
Okay, cool. And what can you offer that they don't? Kind of the same answer, right?
The possibility to drink a cup of coffee that is good for your health.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So this question doesn't apply too much to you, like how can you make them succeed? Well, actually, yes. You were telling me, we're gonna go through this in a bit, but you were telling me that you're going to sell this coffee to cyclists, right? So how are you going to make them succeed compared to whatever else they're taking to be successful while they are cycling?
Okay, for the cyclist, that's another product that is natural as well. And it's not a coffee, it's a tea. For example, I tested that product on one of my friends that he does a lot of biking all weekends, and he felt much better after he did exercise, taking the beverage rather than don't taking it. So when you are comparing this tea with other products in the market, it's very, very differential because we use well, a type of sugar that is better for your health. For example, is good for diabetic people, and the other products are not. So that's the main differentiator between my product and the others in the market.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Where did you go? Allow me. Okay, thank you. All right, so these are the questions that we need to ask ourselves, or, oh yeah, Robin, you're here. Okay, why don't I see you in the attendees? Oh, okay, so unmute. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Okay, so what makes you different from your competitors?
I think what makes me different is I have 34 years of experience, and I formulated a lot of the supplements that I'm using to help animals get healthier. So we know that they work. A lot of people just have a company. They either take a brand that's already been pre-designed by the company and they just throw it on the market, and they don't know anything about the product, or they might know a little bit, but they really haven't done basically clinical trials to prove the effectiveness of the product and to see that it actually works. So,
okay, so what would make you different from your competitors at this point, like for the people that you're selling? Because when you ask these questions, think about your customer, like not your competitors. You don't, you know, like when you're going to buy something and you have two options, one next to each other, what makes you buy this instead of this? You're not gonna tell them like, I have a lot of experience. Yeah, you know that you have a lot of experience, but the person that's buying the supplement and has two options in front of them, they're not gonna say like, oh, the person who made this has 34 years of experience, you know? So from what you said, the fact that you have a clinical trial, that's one of the things that you probably would put like in the front of the package, right? That you put like clinically tested by vets or something like that, right?
okay, I could do that.
Yeah, that would, you need to separate yourself from the competitors and separate in a way that they can see it right in front of them when they're going to buy. Because when I go to the pet supermarket, I don't know if the person that made it had experience or not. Probably I think, yeah, they do because they're making a product. But you need to think about how you differentiate yourself from your customers, but something that you can show to your customers.
Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that some more then, Angela.
Okay, awesome. We'll think about it this week and we'll come back to it next week at the beginning. Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, think about these questions in your in your products. Like, what can you offer that the rest of the supplements cannot? Okay? Don't worry, this presentation, I'm gonna upload it on the members area and on the Facebook group, so you'll be able to check it out. And I'll also put the slides.
Okay.
So just think about it. What makes you different from the others that your customer can see the difference? Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So let's continue. So I tried to do the exercise for every single one of the products that we're seeing as examples. And from what I've talked to Robin, these supplements can help dogs with, for example, liver failure. right? Let me unmute you again, Robin. Right? You talked to me sometime that you cured some dogs that had liver failure or things like that. Like, I don't remember if it was exactly the liver, but it was some specific.
Yeah, I've taken dogs in stage 4 renal failure and been able to bring them back to perfect kidney function.
Okay, so if you tell a dog owner that you say these supplements will save your dog from renal failure, do you think that whoever is having that problem would prefer your supplements than the other rest of supplements in the world? If you tell them exactly like these supplements are for renal failure. That,
yes, I think that
that's
would
your
definitely,
emotion right there.
yes.
Right? Because you're taking a normal supplement and you're telling someone it's specifically for you. So that is your blue ocean, like supplement for renal failure or liver failure.
Yep.
And that there's a lot of dog owners that are suffering because their dogs are suffering from renal failure.
Yeah, I'll be doing that through testimonials, because with supplements, you can't make medical claims. And that's the hard part. When you're dealing with supplements, you have to be very cautious of what claims you make.
Yeah.
If I have customer testimonials, they can say stuff that they experience. But if I put a supplement out and say, I can guarantee you that it's going to do this, then I'm at risk of being, in trouble for making that claim.
Okay, cool. Anyway, try to look for something that will really separate you from the rest of the supplements out there. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Thank you. This thing is going crazy. There you go. So then let me go back to this one. So for flipping houses, one example that I heard was like flipping houses on eBay. Like, who flips houses on eBay? And the guy that did this, like started flipping houses on eBay, he made a lot of money because he was like completely weird and new. But there were a lot of people on eBay just looking for, like house couches and stuff. And then when they saw like, oh my God, a house on eBay, it was like, wow, this is new. But then, of course, a lot of people started flipping houses in eBay, and now it's a red ocean. Now, selling healthy coffee. I know you said it was a tea, so let's pretend it says tea. So Juan's blue ocean is high performance tea for high performance cyclists, okay? I put coffee because I thought it was the coffee. You see how you can carve out your blue ocean? Of course, you need to think a lot about what makes you different. And I'll give you the questionnaire that you have to ask all the questions to get this blue ocean, okay? So for example, Gillette, they were just selling shaving products. What was their blue ocean at the beginning? The perfect shave for the perfect date, right? So as soon as they started just marketing to that relationship, to that niche of getting beautiful for the women, then they started selling a lot. Now let's think about Lorena's business. Deliver a box full of ingredients that people need to cook at home. Now her blue ocean could be like, cook healthy foods in less than 15 minutes at home without going to the grocery shopping. That's a blue ocean, at least for a couple of years, because in Colombia here is completely blue ocean. In London, there's already HelloFresh, and there's another one, but still a blue ocean, okay? Now, for example, with Funnel Nomads, when I started like thinking about doing an online course, I was like, yeah, I want to teach people how to do a business online. That's a horrible red ocean, horrible. And when I tried to sell it, it was like, when I was doing the Facebook ads, I was like, who do I target? And I just target everybody. But then going through these questions that I just asked you, I realized that the way that I was gonna separate myself from the rest of the people that are selling courses on how to build a business online, it was that I was gonna mix funnel building, right? Just funnel building, because there's courses to make money online, like on absolutely everything, on Shopify, on drop shipping, on, I don't know, copywriting, on a lot of things. But I said, I love funnels, so I'm going to concentrate only on funnels, okay? And then I said, what is going to make me different from, I don't know, Russell or other people that are teaching how to do funnels? And I said, well, I build funnels and I travel the world. So that's what's gonna make me different. I'm going to teach people how to build funnels so they can travel the world full time, right? Crazy, amazing blue ocean. So that's how I came up with the blue ocean for funnel nomads. And like when I was in Boise last week, everybody was like, oh my God, that's an amazing idea. Nobody's doing that. And that's exactly my blue ocean. I was able to carve out a blue ocean out of that super red ocean of people teaching you how to, because there's two red oceans that I carved out to get my blue ocean. You can also do that. There's one red ocean, people selling marketing courses, right, to be able to make money online. And there's another red ocean, which is people teaching how to be travel bloggers and stuff like that. Like, you know how difficult it is nowadays to start a blog and make money out of it? Like, it was really easy like 5-6 years ago, but now it's super hard. So I took these two red oceans, marketing and traveling, and I carved out my blue ocean, okay? So think about it. If you don't have a business right now, just think about your passion. Like, probably most of you are going to get clients and apply all these to those clients. But I want you to have an idea with what would be your perfect business. For example, Eche, I know that you don't have a business yet, but you want to have a business. And probably it's going to be something related with cooking or with coffee. So start thinking about all these ideas, all these questions, and maybe you'll come out with an amazing, amazing business. Actually, Funnel Nomads came out of answering these questions. Like when I started the Secret Masters class training for the Tucumã Club coaching, I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was like, okay, I already failed with a course. And then answering all these questions, I came up with the idea for Funnel Nomads, and I came out with the idea of that blue ocean. So I encourage you guys like Alex, Eche, all of you guys that don't have a business yet, start thinking about these questions and how you can answer them with something that makes you really passionate, and maybe you'll come out with an amazing business for yourself, okay? So you can apply these to clients, but I want you to think about it for yourself, because right now you probably don't have a client, okay? So think about it, just come up with an example, and it might turn into a really good idea, okay? So to carve out that blue ocean, there are two things that we need to do. The first one, okay, we already went through the 3 steps, right? Like, know your market, health, wealth, or relationship. Know your soup market, that's the red ocean. And know the blue ocean, like carve out the blue ocean. But how do you actually carve out that blue ocean? Okay, we already asked those questions, but we also need to know what the false beliefs are regarding the product or the service, because people are already consuming a product similar to yours. Unless you are Steve Jobs and you come up with something completely new, people are already consuming something very similar to yours, and they're in the red ocean, right? What are the false beliefs that people have around those products? For example, let's think about weight loss. Weight loss is like the easiest way to think about the blue ocean and the red ocean. So we have weight loss, and people are like, oh, but I've done this diet and I lose weight and then I gain it back, or I have to starve myself to do this diet. And they have all these bad feelings, false beliefs about products that are being sold in the red ocean. Okay, so when we understand those false beliefs that people have about that product, we're able to take them to a blue ocean and get rid of those false beliefs, right? For example, we always have 3 levels for false beliefs. We have the vehicle, which is the product itself. We have internal, which is me, I can't do it. I don't have what it takes, right? That's the internal one. And then the external is like the world is conspiring, you know, like that's the external belief. So for example, for one's business about the coffee, I know I mix the coffee and the tea, but the vehicle false belief would be that coffee is just coffee. How can your coffee be better or be healthier than a regular one, right? That's a very not common, but that's a false belief that people would have when one comes to you and tells you, oh, this coffee is a lot healthier, right? And they will be like, how can that be? Like, it's coffee. That's a first false belief. Then internal false belief. I was thinking, what can coffee like create an internal false belief? It could be like, coffee doesn't do anything for me. I don't feel any different. Or coffee makes my heart palpitate too fast. Or coffee makes me feel like I'm gonna faint or something like that. So that's internal. And then the external, there's a lot of people out there that say that consuming coffee is bad for your health. So if you're able to take these false beliefs and break them with your new opportunity, so one is gonna tell them like, well, first, this is not just coffee. This is organic coffee with this and these products that are going to make this cup of coffee a lot healthier than the other coffee, right? So you're breaking the first false belief. Then the internal belief that coffee doesn't do anything for you, that it makes you feel bad. Then you're going to break it saying like, okay, normal coffees have these and these ingredients that are bad for your health and they make you feel bad. But this coffee doesn't have that, and it's going to make you feel more energized. It's going to, you know, like break that internal false belief. And then you're going to break the external belief. You're going to say, most coffees, if you consume them a lot, are bad for your health because they have toxins, because they don't have this, but my coffee is actually good for your health. So you see how we're taking them from all these false beliefs that are in the red ocean to a new opportunity, breaking those false beliefs and taking them to a blue ocean. Do you see that? Okay, now let's think about the supplements for dogs. People are gonna have a lot of false beliefs about the vehicle, which is the product itself, right? So are they safe for my dogs? You know, like there's a lot of products for dogs that are made in China and they're super unhealthy. So the first thing that you think when you buy something for your dog is like, is it really safe, right? Are the ingredients good? That's the first false belief for the vehicle. Then an internal belief would be like, I'm not sure I can put a pill down my dog's throat. You know, like I can't do it. I can't give that to my dog. That's an internal false belief. And then an external false belief would be like, supplements for dogs are just another lie to get more money. Because yeah, there's a lot of scams out there in the world. So we think that everything is the same. So that's an external false belief. So what Robin has to do to carve out that blue ocean is break these 3 false beliefs. So first, you're gonna say, well, these supplements are safe for your dog. They have been tested medically by this lab, and this lab, right? They are made of organic ingredients, so they are safe for your dog, right? First, breaking that first belief. Then, breaking the second internal belief. So you're gonna say like, well, you don't have to shove it down the dog's throat. You can just put it in the food and that's it. You know, like easy breaking that false belief. Then the external belief, supplements are just another lie. So like Robin was telling us, the way for her to break these false belief, like external false belief, is by showing all the testimonials that she has about dogs that have been cured because of her supplements. And it's amazing. She has dogs that the vet said, you know, it's time to put them to sleep because they're done. Like they're so sick that there's no turning back. And Robin has testimonials of dogs that have come back from the vet saying, your dog is about to die, to being a healthy dog. So that breaks the false belief that supplements for dogs are just another lie to get money, because she's showing them that they really, really work, okay? So you see how breaking the false beliefs that people have will make you carve out that blue ocean. So when I was thinking about funnel nomads, I was like, what false belief people usually have? What false belief did I have when I was a mechanical engineer working in an office and I was so freaking bored? First false belief was that when I learned that there was a way to make money online, I was like, well, I don't have what it takes. I'm not techie, I'm not a writer, I'm not a business person. You know, like that was my internal false belief. The vehicle false belief was more like, well, is it really possible to make money online? Like, what? Is it possible? You know, like I didn't even think that it was possible. And then the external belief, the external false belief, of course, was the rest of the people saying like, that is not possible. You have to go to school. You have to go to college. You have to go to uni. You have to work. You have to be in an office. You have to scale in the corporate ladder to be able to be successful. So the external false belief was society saying that the only way to live the life of my dreams was to work in an office, right? So if you see, I have broken up those false beliefs for you. I have showed you that you don't need to be super techie. You don't need to be a writer or a designer or anything like that to be able to make money online. I showed you that it is actually possible to make money online. I showed you the 2 Comma Club winners, that they have products of all kinds and services of all kinds, and they've made more than 1 million, 10 million, 30 million, $50 million online. And I also showed you that we don't have to be trapped in that rat race of having a job and working until we're old, okay? And that's how I convinced you to be here, because I knew what your false beliefs were, and I was able to break them and bring you to my blue ocean. You see how cool that is? Awesome. So there's one thing that I want to show you. How long has it been? Okay, let's run. It's been already an hour. Okay, so the way that you bring people into your blue ocean is with these 1-sentence persuasion. This is a book, it's like really, really small, and I really recommend that you read it, by Blair Warren. He says that people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, throw rocks at the enemies, and confirm their suspicions. So if you do these 5 things, easily you will take people out of that red ocean and bring them into your blue ocean, okay? And then you're gonna be a boat with a blue ocean full of fish for you to take and make a lot of money. That's the cool thing about just differentiating yourself from the rest of the people, okay? So now that you know exactly what you're selling, who is your perfect customer? Who is that person that will fit exactly in that blue ocean. And why do I insist in knowing who we're gonna target? Because when we do Facebook ads, Facebook is gonna ask us like, who do you want me to show this ad to? So we need to have a very clear idea of who we're selling. Just think about it. If I'm selling ballet shoes, I used to be a ballet dancer, and you're selling ballet shoes, those to dance on your points, and you go to a football match, and you knock on the door and you say, hey guys, I'm selling ballet shoes, anyone wants them? Everybody's gonna be like, no thank you, this is a football match, right? Or if you go, I don't know, to a ski place or any other place to sell ballet shoes, nobody's gonna buy them because nobody's interested in them. But if you go to a ballet school, you knock on the door and you say, hey, I'm selling these ballet shoes, anyone interested? I bet that a lot of people are going to buy those shoes because you're in a ballet school and you're selling ballet shoes. So when you know exactly who you're selling to, you're gonna go and knock on their door, and you're not gonna waste time and money and effort selling to everybody and trying to find that one person that's gonna buy, okay? So here we're going to create a customer avatar. We're going to say, okay, I know what I'm selling. I know what my blue ocean is. Now I'm going to think about who is that perfect person, and I'm going to create a customer avatar. A customer avatar is just like a makeup person. Rui is saying, don't forget to mention that they will find some book recommendations. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll mention that at the end. So a customer avatar is a made up person that you're gonna write a very clear description of that person, that then you're gonna find that person out in the world, okay? So actually, if you see my customer avatar for Funnel Nomads, it's like the description of Eche. It's exactly that description. Male between, I think it was 20 and 35, that has a job, probably as an architect, and that loves food and loves to travel. So that's why H is here. Look, he's laughing. I'm gonna show you my customer avatar is exactly you. So you have to be very specific when you do the customer avatar. Like if you see the customer avatar for big companies like Apple and Toyota and things like that, they even put the eye color, the hair color. It's crazy. They have like this real person as a customer avatar. It's incredible. So you need to choose the age, the gender, the location, the job, the salary, the academic degree, the language, the hobbies, where do they hang out, online and offline, what are the special language that they use when in regards to that market, what are the live events that they go to, what are the other market celebrities that they follow, what are the objectives and the challenges that they have when it comes to your product, and of course, what are their false beliefs. This is super important. So I made like an example of a customer avatar. So my customer avatar, apart from Eche, because I have like different customer avatars, I have one male and one female. So I made like one general to show you guys. So I want people from 25 to 45 years old, male and female. There's a lot of products that are only for male or only for female. That's completely fine. Mine, I like both. Location, so I chose Colombia, Portugal, UK, and US because I'm from Colombia and a lot of you guys are from Colombia. My husband is from Portugal, so a lot of you guys are from Portugal. I used to live in the UK, and of course the US has to be there. So the job description, anyone that has a corporate job, because I know that a lot of people that have a corporate job are gonna be super bored with it. So being architects, being a mechanical engineer, being an economist, an administrator, You know, here, well, I'm a mechanical engineer, Eche is an architect, Lorena is an administrator. So that's the kind of people that I want, because I want to take you out of that boring job and make you live the life of your dreams. Then the salary, that's really important. When you make your customer avatar, you need to make sure that you know how much money they earn. Because if you're selling something super expensive, if you target people that are earning the minimum wage, even if they want your product, they're not going to be able to buy it. So it's really important for you to know the salary of your customer avatar. You always need to target people that are willing and able to buy your products. If they're not, for example, let's think about if I have a product to teach kids how to play better video games, and I charge $400. If I sell that to my nephew, he's gonna be crazy, like, oh my God, I want that product. But I'm absolutely sure that he's not gonna be able to pay it, because my sister is gonna say, no, thank you, I'm not gonna pay $400 for you to have a course on how to play games. Okay, so you have to, when you think about your customer avatar, make sure that they're willing and able to buy your product. So that's why I put the salary here. Also, the academic degree. I want people that are already went through college or uni and are already working. So that's my customer avatar. I want them to know English. And actually, that's news. I might be doing Funnel Nomads in Spanish too, like parallel. So I might add Spanish here. I still don't know. Anyway, the hobbies, that's really important. You want to know what your avatar does, other than when they're working or when they're consuming your product. Because if you're able to tap into those emotions, like for example, if you're a brand and you start talking about Stranger Things when it came out, everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, it's so right. Or about Game of Thrones. You know, if you kind of blend with your audience, then they're gonna listen more to you because they're gonna relate with you. So it's really important to know their hobbies so you can relate with them and talk in the same kind of language, okay? Where do they hang out online and offline? So you have to look at the Facebook groups, at the forums, at the places that they usually go to ask questions or to be with, to spend time. Special languages, just what kind of lingo they use. For example, in my case, it's travel hacking, nomads, freelancer, digital nomads, sales funnels, remote work, things like that. Live events. I want to funnel hacking live, like for example, for my business, my other part of the business that's having clients and you know, like building funnels for them. Funnel hacking live was the best place to go to, because there's a lot of people that want to build their businesses, that know about funnels, but they don't have the time to build the funnels. So that's where I found most of my clients. So if you know where your people, where your clients, your customers hang out on live events, you can go there, blend with them, and get clients, get more customers, okay? And also get to know your competition. If you know the market celebrities, the other people that they are following, then you're going to be able to do two things. One, model them. We're going to talk about that in, I think it's lesson 4. We're going to model your competitors, the ones that are really doing very good. And 2, you're going to be able to make your product better than them, right? Because you're going to follow them, see what their audience is saying, what they're asking, what they're complaining about. So it's really important to know your competitors, okay? And what are their challenges? What are those things that they're having trouble with? If you know what they're having trouble with, then you're going to be able to solve their problems and take them out of that red ocean and put them in your blue ocean. Okay, so for example, for you guys, I know that you don't like your jobs, or that you're struggling with your business and you want to make a bigger income online. right? That you would like to travel some more, but you don't have the time. That was my problem when I was a mechanical engineer. I only had 15 days per year to travel, and I wanted to travel a lot more. So, and again, the false beliefs, like the vehicle, sales funnels are a scam. I remember when I started telling my friends that I was doing funnels, they always thought that I was doing something illegal. I remember my friends saying like, I don't understand what you do. Is that illegal? And I was like, no, it's not illegal. So that's a false belief for the vehicle. And then an internal belief that I had, I was like, I don't have any abilities to sell or promote online. We already went through that. And an external belief was like, well, only a few bloggers out there are making money while traveling. You know, like, that is not true. There's a lot. Okay, so guess what? I am going to give you the exact questionnaire that I give my clients to get all this information. Actually, let me show. It's right here. I'm going to put this document in the members area. Remember, the members area is going to be on probably tomorrow or Monday. So you're going to be able to get this questionnaire. This is the exact questionnaire that I sent to my clients to be able to know all these, like be able to help them carve out that blue ocean if they don't know it yet, and be able to know who they're selling to. Okay, there's some other questions here that we'll go through them afterwards. So this online process, like, yeah, that has nothing to do with today's subject, but here you can see your who are you selling to, who do you want to serve. So I asked them to give me a description of who you're selling to, the age, the gender, the location, the language, the salary, the academic degree. What is your market? So I asked them these questions, and a lot of people don't know the answers, and that's fine. You're gonna help them get to those answers. Most people only know what the market and the submarket is, but they have not a clear idea of what their niche is, okay? So probably they're gonna tell you like, oh, what is a niche? Okay, so you're gonna help them with this one. For example, you ask the question like, list online forum, message boards, Facebook groups, pages. Where do they spend time online? What's your market's vocabulary? List the events that they hold. List other celebrities or gurus in your supermarket, okay? And then this part is like, we know that we want to take them from the red ocean to that blue ocean. So what's the old paradigm, right? What is that old belief that they have in the red ocean, and where are we going to take them? What is that transformation that we're going to make for them to take them to that blue ocean? Okay, so again, maybe your client is not going to be able to answer this, so you're going to help them come out with those answers. Okay. And what are their main major points? Remember those false beliefs and remember those challenges. This is where they're gonna list them. Like, for example, major points for supplements for dogs. Yeah, the dog is getting sick and vets can't do anything. Vets don't know how to fix my dog. So that's a major pain point. And that's something that you're gonna target to take them out of that red ocean, okay? What are their false beliefs? I asked them the vehicle, the internal and external. And then the attractive character, we're gonna talk about it later on, okay? So I'm gonna give you this exact questionnaire, which I send to my clients. Every time I start working with someone, I have a 15-minute call with them, like, hey, tell me about your business. Okay, I need you to answer these questions for me. Because if they don't answer these questions, I cannot come up with a strategy for a funnel or for Facebook ads or anything if I don't have these answers. Okay, so you're going to get this in the Facebook, in the members area. Okay, so do you have any question? Guys, do you have any questions? I don't see any questions. I know this thing has a little bit of a lag. So Let me know if you have any questions. This is just the who and the what, and it's been already 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I think that's enough. Any questions? Okay, I guess no questions. Guys, did you like it? Did you understand? Please let me know in the comments. Robin, can you give me a better thought on my blue ocean? Okay, so your blue ocean, what I was telling you, like, look at the problems that you're solving, right? For example, the renal failure. I think that's an amazing blue ocean for you, Robin. Like supplements for dogs that have renal failure. Okay, you would have to find a way to market it without breaking any laws. Or, for example, another thing that you can do to narrow your niche is supplement for German Shepherds, supplements for Labradors. Because when you have a dog, and I know it for experience, right? Like dog owners are very proud of the breed that they have. They're like, oh, my dog is the Grand Dane, right? So if you have a specific breed that you can give your supplements for, just think about it. You're targeting just like that, like supplement for dogs. You're targeting millions and millions and millions of people, okay? But if you target just German Shepherd owners, you're narrowing that target a lot. And when people that have a German Shepherd, they see like, oh my God, this is specific for my dog, they're gonna say like, wow, I like this, okay? Or you can think about, for example, specific things that dogs do. For example, those competition dogs, agility dogs. What else can we think about? You can target people, you know, like people that are super healthy, or you like the keto, right? You're into keto, the raw diet for dogs, right? So probably the people that are willing to give raw diet to their dogs are people that have a very good diet for themselves. So for example, if you target keto people, right? People that are doing the keto diet, and you say like, how about giving raw food to your dog, and you compare the keto diet with raw food for your dog, then you're narrowing that niche, not in the dog, but in the owner, okay? So those are a lot of ideas that you can use. Manuel says, I like it, but I don't have a business yet, so I'm not the perfect target. No. Manuel, actually only Juan and Robin are the only ones that have a business. I didn't have a business either when I started all this online stuff. So what I'm trying to teach you here is the basics, the strategy that you can use to later on get clients and make money. So that's what I do right now. Like only until now that I'm starting with Funnel Nomads, I have my own business, like that I'm doing the branding and I'm the attractive character and all that, right? So what I did was I didn't have a product, I didn't have a service to sell. So what I did was I learned all these strategies, and I looked for people like Robin that does have a business, does have a product or a service, and I built these strategies. I built the funnels for them, okay? So we're going to go through the whole strategy until we build the funnels and we drive traffic to them. And you can do it for yourself, or you can do it for other people. And that's my main point here. Like, I want you to be able to know the strategy so you can build funnels for other people. That's what I do right now. I'm only now starting to build funnels for myself, but I've been building funnels for my clients for the past 1.5 years. And I build funnels for health coaches. I've built funnels for personal trainers, for supplements for people. I've done for chiropractors, for and NOP, I already said. I had one funnel that it was like a drug test that you can pee on a cup and it gives you the results for drugs. I've done a lot of things. So that's my point here. You can learn all this. And after we finish this course, you can go out there and go to any business and say, hey, I want to apply funnels. I want to apply these strategies so that you can grow your business. And they will pay you really good money for you to do that. Okay? So it doesn't matter that you don't have a product or a service or a business yet, because that's what we're learning here. Okay? Camilo says, muy chévere a pensar bien en esto mientras miro la grabación y si algo te molesta. Okay, so Camilo is saying, I'll translate for those that don't speak Spanish. So he's gonna think about it and he's gonna watch the replay and can I think of a blue ocean for music or art? Oh, that's a very broad question. Like your music and art are like a huge, huge, huge market. So you need to start, like, I don't know what type of music do you do? I don't know what type of, like who are your listeners? Try to answer all these questions for next week. Go through them, go through the questionnaire, right? As soon as I open the membership area and you can get the questionnaire, go through all the questions and try to answer them so that you can have a better idea of how you can come up with the blue ocean, okay? And then with all those answers, because if you tell me music, that's like a huge, huge red ocean with a lot of different variables and people and things that I cannot tell you what your blue ocean would be because I have no idea the answers to all those questions, okay? So what we're gonna do is all of you are gonna answer these questions either for whatever you do or try to make up a business, or if you are walking on the streets and you look at a business and you say, oh, I would like to, think about that business as my client, then answer all these questions for that business and we'll take a look at them next week before we start with a new topic, okay? All right, guys, any more questions? Nope. All right, awesome. Let me know if you liked it, if there's any more questions. I think we're done. Awesome. Okay, Milo, you have homework for next week. And I'm gonna go rest my throat because it's hurting so much. All right, guys. So I hope you liked it. Remember, I'm going to upload this video on the Facebook group. And if you have any questions, just ask on the Facebook group and we'll answer them next week. All right, so I'll see you later, guys. Take care, have an amazing weekend, and that's it. Bye.